Hi.
Both of these sports seasons are just getting started, and we are so excited to see all of the amazing things that are going to happen this year. In this episode, we're going to get an outlook on the goals for these two teams.
I feel like it's been pretty good so far. We've started pretty earlier than we've started in previous years, I feel like. And I mean, this is my first year having a JV team here, so it's been kind of cool, like being able to scrimmage against the JV players and get better, like both sides.
Yeah, for sure. Very cool. And for basketball, what would you say the team chemistry is like right now? Is it anything different from last year?
Yeah, the team chemistry this year has been really good. There's a lot more girls this year. We also have a JV team for basketball. And we have some new faces. Like we have a new junior who's a really good basketball player. And the team has been really close this year, and we've gotten a lot closer during our practices. And honestly, just playing basketball brings everyone so close together. So it's been really good in the chemistry. I'm excited for what's to come.
Yeah, I think that's really cool. Do you think that just because you have more girls on the team this year for soccer and basketball, that there's going to be a shift this year in your team?
Well, already I've noticed that my relationships with a lot of the younger underclassmen has gotten a lot better. From previous years, I would kind of just like hang out with the upperclassmen because that's kind of all I knew and all I had on the team. Mm-hmm. But having some more diversity has been like really cool, and I've built a lot of good friendships that I'm excited to keep.
That's really cool. And going into these seasons, what do you see being your biggest strengths? I know there's going to be a lot more people and that community is being built up. Do you see that being like something that's really going to add to games?
Yeah, I think that our numbers are definitely going to be our biggest strength. And also, at least for soccer, we have a really strong incoming freshman class, so that's definitely adding a lot to the team. And for basketball, the fact that we have so many more players, we have way more height, way more athleticism this year. So that's been super exciting for both teams. And those are definitely going to be our biggest strengths.
Very cool.
Awesome. What's your guys' mindset for the next few games for both teams, just continuing into the season in general?
I think just being calm and working with everyone and being able to help the new players, because that's something I loved so much about last season trying basketball for the first time, was how positive everyone was and guiding everyone was to me, and I want to be that for other players too. So just making sure I'm positive and nice and accepting to mistakes.
Yeah.
And coming from these last seasons, like all the growth that you guys have had, what do you think that is going to be the best thing to bring into these new seasons?
I think just having obviously a positive outlook on, like, we're just going to try our best, and we are in higher leagues for both soccer and basketball because we won league last year in both of them. So just knowing that we're going to be facing tougher competition, but going into that with knowing that we do have so many more strengths this year and that there's no expectations but for just to try our best and to be positive about it and try to have a great season.
Yeah. Does it intimidate you guys at all that you're in a higher season? Like, are you feeling more nervous to play now, or are you just like, does it give you more grit to want to go out and win and do better?
I'm kind of more excited just because last season, every soccer game at least was like a complete blowout. So it was like kind of boring at times.
Yeah.
But it was also super fun being able to get everyone in all the time. But I'm ready to compete this year for both.
Yeah, me too. I'm definitely really excited to be in higher leagues and facing tougher competition. I think that's important for both our basketball and soccer teams, and I think we're going to do good.
Yeah. Do you guys have a personal goal for your seasons? It could be for basketball or soccer or both.
I think definitely just trying to be a positive leader on and off the field and court, and just obviously as seniors, people are looking up to you and just being super encouraging and like telling everyone like, obviously we want to win, but we also like want to have fun and we want to work hard and we want to be like building relationships and respecting each other. So definitely just being a leader for both sports and having fun.
Yeah,
cool.
I love that.
What do you think? I know you mentioned numbers, but one strength that these teams have that opponents should look out for in the coming games?
I think for soccer, the chemistry is really good, and so it is for basketball too, but soccer I'd say is a little more stronger because these girls have played together before in junior high, most of them. So I think like coming together, it's been pretty good, and for basketball, it's more newcomers, so I think the grit in all of those newcomers is really good and really encouraging too.
Yeah. For both of these teams, how does it look like to incorporate faith into these seasons for you guys?
Yeah, that's super important in both of our soccer and basketball teams. Definitely, like, we pray every practice and every game, and we really try to incorporate, like, obviously, like, a big part of our team aspect is the fact that we are, like, all Christians and we come from a Christian school. And just knowing that, like, it's so cool knowing, like, before a game you can pray, like God, like, protect me through this game, like, help me to have a great time, and, like, being able to, like, lean on your faith during athletics is definitely a super special part of both teams, and definitely brings us a lot closer together.
Yeah, I love that. You guys want Jesus to be the center of your games. That's awesome.
And as seniors, you guys obviously both have a lot of influence on the teams, and as captains, what legacy do you want to leave for this year's team, and just, like, how do you want them to remember this season? And just for you guys, how do you want to remember this season as it's, like, your last final season in high school?
I just want to be very proud of how far we've come and the efforts we've made. I do care about the outcome, but it's not the only thing that I'm focusing on. I'm focused on building relationships and being a strong leader and someone that people can look up to and not be scared to come to if they need help. And also, like, being an example of how to lead, and, like, that showing up to practice is important, and, like, putting in the effort is important to getting better.
Yeah.
I know you already kind of, like, expanded on it, but what's your, like, main expectations for, like, the underclassmen or other people on your team?
Yeah, we've both definitely been encouraging of people coming to practices, and honestly, it's like you can't get better and you can't get team chemistry if you're not showing up to practices and if you're not coming together and working hard together. So definitely just encouraging coming to practice, and then when you are at practice, making sure we're taking it seriously. And obviously we want to have fun, like I already said, but knowing that if we want to have a successful season, we have to work hard and we have to be, like, taking everything seriously, and knowing that what we're practicing is leading into our games and our success throughout the season.
Yeah. I love that. Looking ahead, what do you guys hope happens for the future of your seasons? Like, what's your main goal in the end? I know Kai already asked the question of, like, how do you want to remember this season? But do you have, like, a specific goal in mind for your teams?
I mean, we won league for both last year, so, I mean, getting farther than round 2 in both CIF, for both sports and CIF would be amazing. Obviously, I really want to win both, but that's kind of tricky.
Yeah, definitely, because after losing in CIF round 2 in soccer and basketball last year, it would be really cool to make it farther than that. But obviously, at the end of the day, just having a good, positive season.
Cool. Yeah, those are good expectations to have.
Is there any game on the schedule that you guys are most excited for that people should be putting on their calendars?
We have next week a soccer game is against St. Margaret's, and I think that's going to be a good game, and that's close to school also. And also definitely our senior night games.
Oh yeah, for sure. Do you guys have any verses or themes that have been guiding you so far in the season?
I'd say, I mean, at least for me, I don't know about the team, but at least in my own life, one of my favorite verses, like in all aspects of life, but also in athletics, is John 16:33, when it says, like, in this world you have many trials, but, like, take heart, for I have overcome the world. I like looking at that, where it's like through athletics you're gonna have many, like, ups and downs and everything, but, like, ultimately you know that, like, everything that happens, like, God has a plan for your life, and he's guiding you through and protecting you through everything you do, especially in sports. So
yeah, it's a cool perspective to have, to, like, oh, like, even if I lose this game, Jesus has still overcome the world, so this is a small part of my life that that's going on.
Well, thank you guys so much for your time and insight. We can't wait to see everything that's going to come out of these seasons.
Of course. Thanks for having us.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
And to everyone listening, thank you so much for tuning in to the CVCS Athletics Podcast. Be sure to follow along for more stories from our athletes and coaches as we continue to celebrate the hard work and faith behind CVCS sports.
This has been the CVCS Athletics Podcast, where we play for a higher purpose.
This episode has been a production of the Capistrano Valley Christian Schools Podcast Network. Capistrano Valley Christian Schools is a Christian JK through 12 school in San Juan Capistrano, California. Be sure to check out, subscribe to, and leave a review of this show and the other shows on our network. Doing so supports the school community in a multitude of ways. For more information about the CVCS Podcast Network or any of our other shows, check out cvcs.org or email podcasts@cvcs.org. On behalf of the whole network, this is Mr. Jasper saying thank you again for listening and stay tuned for more.